That is very frustrating. This was square when we made it.
Oh, I can see the bad news straight away.
Bring it up and then just assemble.
It's like you've never met us. You're prime entertainment right now.
What did we learn from this, Mouse?
Woo!
Good morning. So today is going to be an exciting day. We are going to be installing a little mini kitchen into our little mini tiny cabin. Right now we're using a 4-foot folding table, which just isn't cutting it anymore. I've spent a couple of weekends building that at home in the garage, just to get a bit more space. And to be honest, it's a long weekend. I really didn't want to spend the whole weekend inside building cabinetry. We brought it with us, we're going to install it, and then we get time to play, maybe, if there aren't any other jobs that need to be done. So Mouse is getting concerned that I will use her other table as a workbench.
Yeah, because you melted the last one. Was that with the diesel heater experiment?
Well, in all fairness, Jody melted the last one.
Okay. Quick, let's push this down so that it...
It's either Ben's fault or Jody's fault. It's never you, is it?
Yes, it was a joint effort to melt the table. I will tell the people. Mouse wants you to know that she's not trying to be all like rock star and pop star, like sat with the sunglasses on inside.
And lazy.
Yeah. Mouse has been suffering from a really bad migraine, and she's just getting better. So she's taking a few more minutes just to chill out with a cup of tea. Then she's going to get to work.
Peace out.
Wait.
Do you remember me saying to you when we built that woodshed? Now we built that woodshed, I bet you will have a fire ban. Guess what we have right now?
A fire ban.
That's okay, it gives us more time to split it and fill it, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, we're still going to split and fill and chop and slice and dice. So, hear me out. Just so you don't get jealous, okay?
Yeah.
But Loretta's got a log splitter.
There's a lot of things left in Jason.
Okay. Can you pass me that lantern from the top of the shelf? Aziz! Light!
What's that from? You guys like quote all the time.
It's Fifth Element.
We have an interesting challenge, and that is that this, which is the heat shield that is going to go on the cabinet so that when it is next to the fire, the cabinet won't get burned. Well, it needs 4 screws, and we've lost the screws. Mouse, I've had an idea. We can get away without it for now, and what I'll do is I will pick up some bolts when we're in town, and we'll use bolts and nuts to hold it on instead of using the little stupid spacer things. Plus, time is ticking. We are so behind on Matt's arbitrary deadline. Of course it's way out. I need a basket. I want one of the crates.
Oh! Good. Natalie's just realised how this is working. She's very impressed. This end piece isn't. It's coming out this way.
Okay.
That's what it looks like from the naked eye, but
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, Natalie, can you go and get me set up with the red power drill and the battery, and bring me the blue box of drill bits. It'll say Mastercraft on the top.
you don't have Milwaukee drill bits.
I heard that as Milwaukee approval. Stamp.
Do you think you could ever be a cabinet maker?
Nope.
That's a very quick answer.
This was square when we made it. See, it's still weirdly out. This is this? That is way out a square. 54, 56. But that shouldn't matter. These should still be square.
Does it really matter?
If it's not square, the drawers won't slide in properly.
It looks like it's gone like this,
Yes.
and this end looks narrower than that end.
That gap is identical all the way. So it's you are partly right in that it's skewed that way. So we need to kind of try and tug it back in again. Stop. Why is none of this matching up?
What was it before?
This one's this one's a centimetre out. That one's a centimetre out. This one's an inch out.
Can I just say something?
What?
Rustic pioneer look is not level.
You should be good jack.
Yeah.
Work that core. How about you have some banana bread first? Homemade
I'm
banana
on a
bread.
mission. Oh.
Is it not fitting?
Oh, it fits perfectly under the window sill. Fortunately, that leaves no space for the countertop. Good news and bad news.
Okay.
Good news is the cabinet fits perfectly under the window.
Oh, I can see the bad news straight away.
Mm.
You didn't allow for the windowsill frame, did you?
The countertop.
Yeah.
No.
Did you bring a saw or anything with you?
Yes, I did. I brought a saw.
So you can just cut that out? Yeah?
Yeah, I can just cut that out. This was supposed to be like super easy, like build it at home, get it perfect and good to go, bring it up and then just assemble.
It's like you've never met us.
Well, I measured the height to the bottom of it and I was like, oh, 36 inches. Actually, no, I didn't. I used 36 inches based on our current countertop at home. I actually thought that the window ledge was higher than where it is. Oh, that's a welcome breath of relief. That is perfectly level. The countertop should be level by the time we put it on. But for the most part, the cabinets are actually pretty level. What did we learn from this, Mouse?
What have we learnt from this?
Don't try and build precision woodwork and millwork with Home Depot bendy tree lumber.
Is that fun to you?
How's it looking, Mouse? Okay, let's get the countertops out and we'll put those on to see what they look like. Oh, you're kidding me.
What?
I cut it too short. What the hell?
Okay, hear me out. Bring it over here. Okay, see that gap?
Mm-hmm.
that gap is much easier to fill. Plus, aren't we going to bring cables and things out for like the electrical and what have you?
Well, I was just going to drill holes for those. Okay. That is very frustrating.
And that's going to be like in the corner and hidden, so I would go with that for now and work out later how to fill that gap.
I went off my measurements. I went off my measurements before I'd accounted for and put on the wood cladding on the side.
Okay, so let's see where far we can go. Okay, because it doesn't have to be massively overhung.
No, but it does need a overhang, and that there is a gap, a piece missing that needs to be filled
Added?
in. Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, as long as it's a little overhang there, what does that give us at this end?
It's fine. We'll find a way of filling it. It's really fine. I mean, what if we put a black? What if we put some kind of backsplash, right?
Mm.
Therefore, then eliminating your need to cut here.
Mm. Okay.
No.
Yeah, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you.
Are you hearing what I'm putting down?
Yeah.
You're picking up what I'm putting down. I don't know. It's just a thought to fill in the gap there. Then you don't have to cut here.
Yeah, that would be. That would be a fix. So we're going to go back to the age-old method of, oh, we'll just cover it up later.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right.
I mean, we can get just a piece of wood or something to make like a little funky backsplash, or
well, we
a little
actually
bit of tile,
have.
or you know.
The other stuff we did the doors with.
Yeah.
I've got like 2 strips of that left.
Okay.
So we can bring that up and do that, or maybe even get some rough cut.
Just gives us a chance to do something else creative with it. So it's all good. There you go. Problem solved. And you don't have to cut this now. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Doesn't it feel great to have an amazing wife like her?
It's just, you know, you can do what you want.
I know, it's just frustrating.
Oh,
And think. Sorry, what now?
Get over it.
Get over it. Does it fit?
Yeah.
Almost.
Too much.
Just a bit more. You're impressed, aren't you, Mouse?
I am. I mean, it was my idea to shim it though. I just want to, you know, get some credit here.
Okay. Time to put in the sink. And you may remember way back, we found this sink at Habitat for Humanity. It's a really nice black sink. The only problem with it is it's got a corner chipped off. But that's not a problem because they actually had the spare bit with it. So we'll be able to glue that back on again. This sink, how much did we work out? Was normally...
When I was on Amazon looking for sinks just like that,
Yeah.
I think it was about 120 bucks. That one was 40.
Yeah, we paid $40 for it, so it's a pretty good find. I like it. So that should be good right now.
It's good, right?
Almost. I want a little more out of it.
No, it's fine.
It's not fine. It's half an inch out.
Sucking your grumpiness out.
Sorry, what now?
Sucking your grumpiness out.
With the vacuum cleaner. So these are pretty interesting. I've never used these before. These clamps to hold the sink into place. Basically, you push it into the sink frame. You hammer down on the 2 pins there to lock it in place, and then I guess as you slide into the hole, this thing here, this clamp piece, clamps onto the wood, and then you can tighten it up underneath. I don't know if that'll work. It's my first time, but we'll give it a go. All right, we just got back from the store. I picked up a few hoses that I could find that I think are going to work. I'm going to have to cut them down, but it's the only things that they had. I managed to find this grey hose, which is actually a washing machine hose. That was on sale, which is a bargain. But this is just the right dimensions to fit onto the pipe here, on the waste pipe. I also found some extra hose to extend the length of the taps. It won't get all the way to the bottom of the barrel, but I did find some more of that, which is great. So I'm going to get those hooked up, and then the sink should be functional. I couldn't find exactly the right bore of pipe, so I got this one that actually fits inside, just like that. Alright, moment of truth. The taps aren't working properly because the original hose is all floppy and sinks to the bottom of the tank like it should do. The new one is all curvy like so, and it's a thicker plastic, so because it's been coiled in the store for however many months, every time you put it in, it just kind of floats back up to the surface, and so it can't suck. Take 6. Did it. What I should do. What the hell?
Occasionally the pipe was kinking in places.
Now it's fixed it.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. It's a job for another day.
Because I'm getting hungry. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Okay. We're getting there. We are getting there. We're going to grab some food and relax for a little bit now. I think it's cooling off, which is nice. And then hopefully tomorrow we'll get the baskets in and we can show you the finished thing and get the tap fixed. Life goals. Fix the tap. Good night. So we ran into a slight problem with the new tap setup. Specifically, that out of the 2 taps we've got, one of them has got a pretty good pump on it. The other one, not so much. It's almost like it's calibrated to be able to pump from the length of hose that comes in the box, but as soon as you lengthen that hose by 6 inches, it just doesn't have enough power to suck it up the hose. So what I'm going to do is cut a few pieces of lumber that we have and try and see if we can lift, make a small platform and lift the water container closer to the countertop so we can use the existing hose that came with the pump and make it work.
Not long enough?
Goes what? Down to there, halfway down the jug.
Oh. Okay, but we're getting closer. Maybe if we just added a little bit to the end. Right? Maybe it'd just be enough.
6 inches or so.
For this. Yeah.
Alright.
Is that good at the bottom?
Almost. Yeah.
Close enough?
Close enough.
They never did always.
Alright, here we go.
Yay! Woo! Doors.
Next job, let's get the, actually let's put the waste one back in and then
Well, I was going to say, do you want to empty the waste one first? Sure, since it's already out, it makes sense to wait to empty it.
and then we can get the doors on. Why are you both watching me?
Well, what else is there to watch?
I don't know, you could go.
Your prime entertainment right now. Yeah, carry on.
Come on, get it out of your system.
It's fine. Let's get this stuff done.
I'm trying! Shut up! Before we put the doors on and everything back in the cupboard there, we're going to install the heat shield that we have. So we have a heat shield that we're going to be putting on the side of the cabinet because the cabinet is made of wood and wood doesn't react too well to heat from the stove.
And that gives up a lot of heat. It's a tiny stove, but it may be tiny, but it is mighty.
If you saw earlier, we did actually lose the mounting hardware. Natalie found most of it for me, which is great. So that's what I'm going to do next. Kind of worried about the edge of the countertop there because it is going to be exposed. We could put some aluminium minimum tape maybe on it.
That's more I'm worried about is these. I'm sure these are there for a reason. They have a purpose. We wanted to find out what their glorious purpose is.
Is that a movie reference that I'm not getting?
Yeah.
Oh, oops.
Yeah, they're burdened with glorious purpose. Does that help?
Oh, Loki. Anyway, so let's talk about where you said the heat comes out a specific place on this stove.
Yeah, so the box, obviously,
Yeah.
and the top. Now, basically, down here, it's
Yeah.
usually quite cool. So our main concern is basically this area right here.
Okay, we'll hold up the heat shield and see where it's going to go. And I was thinking we put it on the other way.
Yeah, it'll do the job that way.
Yeah.
I mean, the only part it won't do is this piece.
Yeah, the countertop.
Right? That's kind of how it's meant to be, I think.
Well, yeah, but there's no point having it right up against the back wall.
No, because
right?
you've got this here. You've got
Because we have
shields
this
here.
piece here.
No! Oh, stop sticking things on me.
On my head. I am going to use the tape method. If you missed it when we put the stove in, these little things are notoriously difficult to use because it's really hard to get them lined up behind the heat shield and screw through them at the same time. So we came up with an ingenious way of doing it whereby you put a piece of tape over the end, and that is just enough to hold the screw in place while you install it. And then it doesn't fall off.
Is high five? Ow!
Let's do it again.
Fine.
Gotta be even more crisp.
I don't know. It hurt. So, you happy with it?
Yes.
Completely happy, you know. I am.
There's a couple of finishing things that we still have to do, as you saw in the episode. One thing I didn't point out earlier was there's a little bit of a gap here at the top. I had enough of this, but I didn't have time to trim it down to fit into that slot. So I need to do that for next time when we come up. We've got to finish the rails inside here so the baskets or the crates slide in and out a little bit more easily. We need a bit of a backsplash. We'll put the backsplash on, just hide that gap there. And that temporary little table thing to lift the water jug up.
And there's one more that you didn't think about.
What's that?
The gas line.
Oh, the gas line. We didn't think about the gas line. We originally had a plan to put the propane tank right in the corner because there's a bit of a dead space in the cabinet. And then as we're kind of thinking about it, it's like, do we really want a propane canister tucked to inside of the bunkie? And we took a poll between us, and the answer was probably not.
I think you'll find I came up with this idea. I just want to take credit because I don't come up with many ideas. It's usually you, you're like 90% you. So those once in a blue moon ideas that I come up with, I want credit.
Mouse said, do I want an explosive gas in the corner of my bunkie?
I just thought, because the way we'd done the diesel heater, and I thought that was really cool having that little hatch there. I suggested that we do the same sort of thing on this wall with another little like hutch out there and run the pipe through the wall and then up into this. But because then we can also, if we want to do an outside barbecue with the propane, you can just take it back out through and do it from the outside. It was just a thought, an idea, and I suggested it, and you liked the idea.
Yeah, I went with it. I think this has been a pretty successful install, this trip.
I think so. It looks sexy. I like it.
Looks pretty good.
It's that rustic kind of vibe.
All right, so let us know below what you think of that. Think of our kitchen. If you have any suggestions or ideas of how we can improve it or make it better, that would be awesome.
Ideas that don't include start from scratch.
You know what? Considering this was built with Home Depot bendy lumber special to keep it in budget, it came out fairly well. Okay. See you next time. Bye. What am I even talking about? I don't know. We have a lot of
By the way, you've got a red bar on there. You might want to change your battery.
Guess me again.
Hang on, I wasn't rolling.
Action.
No project would be complete without me injuring myself at least once.
He wasn't even on the project. He's making a sandwich. Okay. Take 2.
So you happy with it?
Hang on. Get to my starting marker.